This is where the story plays, a world on which we seldom gaze. A page from the book of yesterdays, birds and beasts and wind and water. Here beneath the bright blue sky, no man's smoke blinds the eagle's eye. And things that crawl or swim or fly, feed and breed and live and die.
Boy, I've been looking forward to this. Sorry, it's probably noisy with the wind rushing in through the windows, but I'm driving up to Thunder Ridge Cabins and it's super nice out. And you know, rather than have the windows up and have the AC on, I'd really rather just have the windows down because it is a beautiful day out. It's good to be somewhat back in nature and to be back here working on a book. I'm driving up there right now. I'm going up these roads. It's really twisty and turny up here, but I've been looking forward to this because I've just needed some time away and I've needed time to really kind of reboot myself, not only on this book, but in life in general. And I don't know, it's just like the past year, the past year has just been tough. And I know I'm not the only one. And I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad that things are starting to look up. But this will be a good reboot for me, and to really, because I'm behind on the book. I'm not where I want to be. I am not as far ahead as I would like to be. And you know, I'm very much still in the very beginning of the story. And you're moving away from me here. I'm still very much at the very beginning of the story. And I really want to be further along. And I think that being more attached to nature and being away from like all the noise of everyday life is really going to help. But I'm almost there, so I'll talk to you here in a second. All right, you ready? I don't think you're ready. Are you sure? Oh boy, that feels so good. So, here's the cabin. Outside of the cabin. I think this is my fourth stay in this particular cabin. I mean, it's just me, so it's like I don't need a whole lot of room. There's the bedroom. There's the bed. All that stuff. Bam. Bathroom. And that's all me. I kind of want to give the same tour that I got the first time I was here. I almost didn't come because money's been tight. You know, I had some unexpected car repairs. I spent like well over $2,000 in car repairs in the past couple months. So money's been tight, and I was like, you know what? I deserve this. I need this. So I figured if I really had to, I would just dip into my savings so I could afford to do this trip. I don't know whose car that is. I might actually have a neighbor this time. I've been hoping I would have a neighbor because it'd be kind of cool to, you know, sit around the fire pit and talk to somebody. It's like all the other times I've been here, it's just been me. So I got the fire pit, got the grill, used that last time. That was a lot of fun. And then over here, got the disc golf goal, which I'm excited to use because I do disc golf from time to time. And then this open area, depending on how nice the weather is, I'd really like to do some stargazing one of these nights. I'm going to be here for about 4 days. It's a nice little drop. Then back here, if I remember right, there ought to be a hammock. At least there used to be. I don't know, did they take it down? I think they might have taken it down. Oh, it looks different. Kind of looks different back here. So I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I caught it on video and I just walked right by it. Well, there's a random chair. There's what Bigfoot experts would call a like squatch nest. Yeah, I don't think the hammock is out here this time, guys. It was kind of a cool place to come and read a book or something, but maybe, I don't know, maybe the tree, I hope they didn't just take it down because of COVID or something, because that would make no sense whatsoever. Yes, like there was a hammock hanging back here. I wonder if that was here last time. Huh. Something else I'm doing while I'm here, and yes, I'm in the bathroom, is I am beta reading for my editor, Amber Herbert, and she has written, I believe it would be classified as a drama. Amber, if you're watching, please correct me. It's called Lipstick Covered Magnet. Here, this is about all I can show you. But yeah, I'm going to be beta reading that a little bit while I'm here. I might start on that this afternoon, and then I'll probably start on my writing tomorrow and work through that for the next couple of days. But I'm excited to read this because I think that she has a really good sense. Otherwise, I wouldn't hire her to be my editor. I think she's a really terrific writer and has a good sense for good writing. And this isn't the typical genre that I seek out, so I'm kind of excited to read something that is different. So, yeah. I just finished reading Amber's book. I spent all afternoon reading it. I was really hoping I would finish it today, and I'm glad I did, and thank God it wasn't terrible. Like, it's really good. I'm really proud of her, and I hope that she intends on releasing this book. It'll be called Lipstick Covered Magnet. I just finished a questionnaire, and that's something really good if you are having beta readers for your upcoming book, is to have like a 10 question, like 10 to 20 questions for your audience. And you can find good questionnaires online, and I've done it for every single book, and it's really, really helped. Of course, it's different for every genre, but I think it's really helpful to do that. And I just kind of had to sit and think about the book for a while. And like I said earlier, it's not typically something that I would seek out, but I thought that the characters were well realized. The setting felt very real. I love the pop culture references throughout the book as well. Not only is Amber my editor, she's also my friend. So I think that her writing is really wonderful, and I'm glad that she finally was able to share this with me. And I am excited to see this book come out and for her to get to do that, because releasing a book is something that is really special, I think. And somebody that has done it, I think eight times now, enough times that I've started to lose count. It doesn't get old. Like it's a really great feeling, and I was happy to be able to read this for her, and I am excited to see what the final version of it will look like. Susan was nice enough to bring me muffins, and I don't think that these are vegan, and that's okay. She didn't know. I didn't say anything. I didn't ask because I would have felt bad. Like I didn't want to offend her, because it was a really nice gesture, and I'm gonna eat them because I feel like wasting the food or throwing it away is worse than anything else. Morning. Just finished my morning run. I saw a tortoise trying to cross the road, so I took it like a good 10 feet from the road and faced it the other way. So would have felt really bad if that guy got ran over. Boy, You know, I pulled a muscle in my neck about a week or two ago, and it's been difficult to work out. Been starting to feel about normal, but boy, that was tough. Especially like going like up and down the hills, because this place is very, very hilly. But it's a beautiful day out. Forecast said it was going to storm all day, but so far I haven't heard anything. I mean, as far as I can tell, the sky is clear and the sun is out. I mean, it's real pretty. Not sure how well you can hear that, but that's some thunder rolling in. It sounds like that storm is coming. I'm going to continue sitting out here and writing. I think I won't get wet. I mean, there's enough trees, and I prefer not to have to go inside to write. It feels so nice out. It might even be kind of fun to write in the rain. Just got gas. That way that when I go to leave Thursday, I can just head on straight home. Also got toothpaste because I forgot toothpaste, because whenever I travel anywhere, I always forget one essential thing. And as I hinted earlier, it's been raining off and on all day, but I still want to go for a hike because the rain has stopped and it's just been light rain so far. It's mostly the lightning that I worry about, not necessarily getting wet. You know, I play disc golf in the rain, so hiking in the rain isn't that big of a deal to me. All right, so that's the guy I spotted earlier, and I had no idea that they're somewhat endangered around here. You want to know what the worst feeling ever is? Walking through like a spider web in the middle of the trail. It's like, what sense does that make? It's like you're going from one end to the other. It's like, come on, spider, you're not going to catch anything doing that. All spiders watching right now, just don't do it. Don't do it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, if you're supposed to be the ultimate hunter, or I guess waiter, then don't do stuff like that. Of course, I have a rational fear because I'm a writer and I have a overactive imagination. I'm always afraid of running into like a bear or crocodile in the middle of a hike, which makes no sense. As far as I know, there are neither of those at Hocking Hills. There might be bears, but they'd be far away from where people stay at. So bears typically avoid people, and likelihood is especially because I'm making all this noise, they would know of me before I knew of them. Nice short hike. It's like that wasn't even a mile. It was 0.84 miles, so really short. I've been thinking about Snow Beach. Like, I watched the movie Snow Beach last night, which was my like typical Bigfoot movie that I watch while I go do these things. And I'm like debating on whether or not I want to do a full vlog just about it, because it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. Overall, it was a good, like, quote-unquote cabin in the woods movie, but there wasn't anything like so mediocre about it that it was bad, or yet so amazing about it that I had to talk about it. So I mean, the vlog that I do specifically just for that movie, I feel like would only be like a minute or two. So that's what I was thinking about the entire time, minus like everything else. Also think about how in love with this story that I'm writing. I am getting to know these characters and getting reamped for this story, because I kind of fell out of love with it for a little while, and it's just because life happened and I was stressed out about things, and it's nice to kind of get away from that and to have that resurgence of it. And I'm confident. My goal is to finish the book by the end of the summer, like by the end of August or September, so we'll see. But I think that these couple days of writing are being really good for me. I have a sneaking suspicion that I probably won't be able to do any hiking today. Yeah, it's been raining pretty much since late last night, and If the forecast that I read before I left to get here is correct, it's supposed to rain until about 4 o'clock or so. So I'd really still like to grill out for dinner, but we'll see. I think hiking is probably out of the question, even if it does stop around 4 o'clock, because the trails will be slick. But I intend to still get a lot of riding done. This is my last day here. I leave tomorrow morning, and I've got coffee brewing. So it finally stopped raining about a couple hours ago, and I've just been kind of waiting to make sure it didn't start up again before I go grill my dinner. I'm writing this really sweet scene between Anastasia and this boy Travis that she met in the village. And Travis is blind, and he has a special way of seeing his way throughout the world. Like he uses like a, it's not revealed in the book yet, but I think it'll be obvious to the reader based on like what he does. He uses like a form of echolocation, sort of, where he can see like outlines of stuff, but he doesn't like see exact details. Like for example, when he taps on stuff with his boomerang, it'll send out like a echolocation type thing, and you'll see like the dark outline of a person or a tree or whatever. So there's this scene where they're talking under a waterfall, and they're discussing something, and the subject gets brought up that he doesn't know what Anastasia's face looks like because she's new in town, and he obviously didn't meet her till just now. And he obviously didn't meet her until just a couple days ago. And they're they're kind of, I don't want to say they're flirting, but it's like they're real sweet together. Like it's clear that they kind of like each other. So I had initially envisioned this scene where he asks permission to feel her face, so like get a sense of her features. And I'm debating on it now because it occurs to me that might be like a cliche. Like I don't know if that's just a thing that blind characters in books and movies just do. Like I don't know if I don't have any really real world reference. The only time I've seen a blind person do that in real life is there was a young blind journalist that was interviewing Vladimir Putin, of all people, and she asked to feel his face, and she described his face and said that he was very handsome. But I unfortunately don't have any friends that are blind or know anybody that is blind to be able to really discuss this. I can go on the internet and try to research the best I can. I might just write the scene like I originally envisioned it and then maybe change it later to something else. But it occurred to me that it might be all right since these characters might potentially be intimate later on in the book. I actually don't know if that's where it's going. They're definitely going to be good friends, but I don't know if I want to take them the quote unquote romantic direction just yet. We will see. But it's something that I wanted to think about because I had a deaf character in one of the Half Angel books. Like there was a character that has a very small part, but an important part. And I had a better frame of reference because a close friend of mine is deaf. And I was able to ask her and get her opinion and also do some research on the internet like I was intending to do, but internet research can only take you so far. And even like getting the perspective of a person that's their everyday life, it's going to be different from person to person. Like everybody's world experience is going to be different, but I'm at least trying to do the best that I can and to represent what it's like to live that way to the best of my ability. And I'm gonna try to come up with a way that's not so cliche, or maybe it's not that big of a deal. I don't know, it's something that I'm gonna think about while I make some burgers.
Hear the sulphur river flows, rising when the storm cloud blows. And this is where the creature goes, safe within a world he knows. Perhaps he dimly wonders why. Is there no other such as I? To touch, to love before I die, to listen to my lonely cry. Where he searches, where he goes, this of course nobody knows. But once you've heard his lonely cry, you can guess the reason why. For whether he's a beast or man.
Packed up, all ready to head home. It's been a great trip. I always feel like when I put a hat on, I look like my dad. But anyway, random. I'm excited to go home. It's been a good trip. It's been good to fall back in love with the book and to make the kind of progress that I needed to. And I'm excited to go home, see my family, see my cats. And it's just been good overall. If you've stuck around through this entire vlog, I've got a surprise for you. You're going to see something that nobody else is going to see. And don't you dare spoil it in the comments, because I will delete it. Because I want people that have stuck through the entire thing to get a little surprise. So I'm going to show you the back and front cover of the Toymakers Daughter. You're only going to see it here until I release it officially. This is sort of an unofficial thing, sort of a thank you for sticking through one of my longer vlogs. And I appreciate you guys so much. It means a lot to me, you know, whether I have 10 subscribers, 100, 500, whatever, it's great. So take care.